Welcome. Who Are You Meant to Be is today's Timeless Pick a Card. Today we have three options. Option 1 on the left with watermelon tourmaline, option 2 in the middle with lepidolite, and option 3 on the right hand side with kyanite. Take a deep breath with me. And exhale. Timestamps will be in the description box. If you need more time to choose, you can pause the video now. See you there. Welcome, everyone who chose watermelon tourmaline. This is going to be your reading about what you are meant to be doing with your life. What are you meant to be doing with your life? Either right now or in general. We're going to find out more specifics. The number 58 could be relevant to you, as well as the number 13 and the number 4. Okay, the number 4, that's the first thing I'm going to focus on. The number 4 is telling us that what you are meant to be doing in your life right now, right this moment, is getting organized. Getting organized, doing your due diligence, taking off tasks, cleaning, decluttering, organizing. And it's about taking it day by day right now and tackling the day, tackling the minute, the hour, finding ways of making your life more efficient, making tasks more efficient, time-friendly, learning how to stretch time, learning how to do more with your time. So that you can find the space in your day to just be without having to do constantly. So there's something about seeing the perfection in the moment, even if it's separating laundry into colors and choosing the right machine program for your clothes and learning about it, and being sustainable about maintaining what you already have and minimizing, getting rid of all the things you don't need, because that's an extra weight in your life right now. Being at peace, and peace means not having too much to deal with, because I feel in this pile, I'm feeling someone who's currently feeling a little overwhelmed. And it's almost like you need to take the weight off, and the weight could be in things that you own that you're not using, that are just accumulating dust, for example, and that dust could be affecting your health in some way. I'm just seeing too many things, too many tasks, too many people, too many responsibilities. So some responsibilities, it seems like you could be giving back to people who are the owners of those responsibilities, instead of enabling them by taking on responsibilities that are not yours, because at the same time, you may feel like you're doing that to help people, but the truth is that you're not allowing them to develop the tools they need to be able to tackle that and more that comes in their life in the future. Because if they're not able to take on these responsibilities, once they have bigger responsibilities, they'll either keep pushing them onto you and your load keeps getting bigger, or they become too overwhelmed and don't know what to do with their lives. So there's something to be said here about you taking on too much, having on too much on your plate, or not making your time efficient right now. So in 1 hour, there's a lot you can get done at the same time. So if you're saying, oh, I work too much, I don't have time to clean my house, to cook, and to do the laundry, or to organize, right? And if you allocate 1 hour of your day, or even if it's half an hour of your day, there's a lot you can get done within that time frame that will then make the rest of your life a lot easier. Just calculate how long it takes to separate clothes, to get all the clothes together, to then put the machine on. And while the machine is on, what else could you be doing in the next 5 minutes, the next 5 minutes, the next 5 minutes until the machine is done, right? So there's something about putting the machine on. It's either the dishwasher and the clothes machine, like the clothes washing machine, at the same time. One can take longer than the other, but there's always things you could be doing meanwhile. And if you don't have a dishwasher, that's fine. And even if you don't have a machine to wash your clothes, that's also fine. There's always ways. I know I'm going on and on. It's like I'm rambling here, but there truly are ways of making your days, your minutes, your hours, your time more efficient, making time stretch. You could be listening to a podcast while you're doing these things. You could be listening to an audiobook, right? I mean, you can dance while you're doing these things. You could even get some exercise in between all these tasks. Like, I was seeing this the other day about getting 10 squats in every 45 minutes if you work at your desk, for example, or doing a 10K walk, and while you're on that walk you could do your business calls. You could catch up with your family on the phone. You can listen to the music you want to listen to, the podcast. I mean, we can do multiple things in a way that's peaceful and relaxed, is what I'm seeing here. So what should you be doing with your life right now? I would say in this moment is these things I've been mentioning. Now, if you're looking for more of like in general what you should be doing with your life, for a lot of you, and I'm not going to say for all of you because the reading's not over yet, it could be something along the lines of organizing, decluttering, finding methods to make time more efficient for other people as well, or helping other people get organized, or helping other people with making their time more efficient, their money more efficient. It's about organizing and making things more efficient, stretching the dollar, stretching time, right? It's all possible. It's almost like finding ways and methods to make that possible. In general, I would say whatever you're meant to be doing right now, discipline is definitely at the forefront. Whatever it is, whether it's a talent that you have that you want to develop, that you feel that you have a knack for something, discipline, I would say, out of everything I've said so far, discipline would be the key word for this reading, okay? To start. The first key word for the reading would be discipline here. All right. I chose quite a few decks for this reading, but I'm starting to feel that we don't need those many decks right now. So there's a bunch of decks that I'm going to put to the side here, and I'm going to move on to the other ones that I'm feeling that are, just so you have an idea, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 4 decks that I'm putting to the side now because I feel in this particular pile we're not going to be using those. I have to feel the direction of where this is going. So I feel very inclined, because when I decided to make this reading, I felt very inclined to this particular deck here. It's called Oracle of the Mermaids. What are you meant to be doing with your life right now or in general? Right now or in general. What are you meant to be doing with your life? You're also meant to be enjoying life. And if you're not enjoying life, the message here is to be grateful for the things that you do find joy and bliss in. Because that will be the starting point for the universe to bring you more. That's how you manifest more. It's like a platform, using the things that you're grateful for as a platform. This is why it's so useful and helpful to keep a gratitude journal, because it reminds you while you're writing things out and reading them out loud of the things that you actually have in your life that you're actually happy about. Because there are some. And if you feel like you can't find anything to be happy about, just remember that most likely if you're watching a video on YouTube, you are among a very small percentage of people in the world who have access to the internet, a screen, probably some earphones, probably a roof and some walls around you, some windows, some running water, some drinking water, people around you, people who love you, friends, a good book, things to organize. Some people don't have anything, yet alone something to organize, right? So it's about that right now. Well, what in the bigger picture, what are you meant to be doing with your life in the bigger picture? Discipline is a big keyword here. Discipline and organization. And something about joy. Bringing other people joy. Telepathy. Non-verbal communication. Energetic pulses and mind reading. Are you meant to be a mind reader? Are you meant to be using telepathy and mind reading? There's something about being heart-centered and peaceful in the heart. There's something about finding someone else who is aligned with you, who is an energetic match to you. Right now you should be learning about energetic impulses and how energy affects you, how other people's energy is affecting you, how the things you're doing is affecting you, the things you may be eating or drinking, the exercise or lack thereof, the quality of the exercise, the quality of your sleep, at what time are you going to sleep, what time, how long are you sleeping, is it enough, is it too much, are you going to bed too late? And by too late, even if you tell me I'm sleeping 8 hours, so it doesn't matter what time I go to bed, yes it does, because us human beings, we are designed to work with chronobiology, which means when the sun comes up, when the sun goes down. When the sun comes up, that's life, that's being alive, that's being awake, right? The reason the sky is blue, and you know about blue screens and why they keep us awake, because they imitate our blue skies that are blue to keep us awake, and the red is to put us to sleep. This is why red light is so effective to use, red light therapy on your scalp, on your face, on your body, can actually make you more sleepy, because it's the red light. The blue light will make you more awake. So if you're on a screen up until late, you're tricking your mind into thinking that it's time to be awake because it's daytime, and it's not. So, and another thing that happens, that there are these processes that only happen at midnight when we're sleeping. But the thing is, for these processes to happen in our body at midnight, we have to be asleep for at least 3 hours since 9 p.m. And if we're not asleep for at least those 3 hours, our body will not do that proper processing and resetting and putting things in its place and getting rid of the garbage the way it should. and could be expending more energy on some things and taking away from other things. Because when we're sleeping, it's the body's time to reset, to get rid of toxins, to put everything in its place, to give the stomach a rest, to give the brain a rest for a reason, right? And if we're not doing that, then we are harming our bodies and harming our brain of thinking clearly and being able to make the right choices when we are awake and having the energy that we need, right? So telepathy and non-verbal communication, it could be that you're meant to be something when it comes to the bigger picture that involves discipline and non-verbal communication, telepathy, reading between the lines, reading energy, learning about frequencies and energetic impulses, how our thoughts affect our experiences and our future and our present and the way we're perceiving everything, how the things we say turn into the things that we experience, so and so forth. So being aware of how you're manifesting and what you're putting out there and what you're getting back even from other people. Mind reading could be something that you're meant to be doing, or accessing the collective consciousness in some way. For what though? That's the interesting part that I want to know. For what? The number 30 could be relevant. There's something here about definitely nonverbal communication, silent communication, reading between the lines, knowing what other people are thinking without them having to say a word. Maybe this is a talent you have, or maybe it's a talent that you're meant to develop. Telepathy, teleportation, telephone, television could be something here. Some of you could be on a twin flame journey, just throwing that out there. If you, as validation, if you do subscribe to that, if you do subscribe to that concept and you know you're on that journey, that's just an extra. It could be that you're meant to develop something with someone else who is an energetic match with you, that you're meant to be in some sort of working partnership, business partnership, career partnership with someone with whom you can read each other's minds, and it's easy. Yemaya. Okay, for some of you it's being a mother, for some of you it's being a grandmother, and for some of you it's being someone's mother figure, or taking care of little children, infants, and knowing what they need telepathically because they're unable to speak. So maybe you do have a talent to deal with little ones because they can't communicate verbally, and so you have to rely on reading their minds and nonverbal communication. The having the discipline and doing the research enough to know what it means when they're moving a certain way, or when they're crying a certain way, or when they're expressing themselves a certain way. Learning about that. There's something about very feminine energy coming through here. The number 34 and the number 7, and spiritual wisdom and knowledge coming through that is primordial. That is something very, very feminine. So whoever's watching this, whether masculine or feminine, has very feminine energy right now and is meant to pursue something here that is either motherhood or working with babies who cannot talk up until, let's say, 2 years old, 3 years old, and up until they're toddlers, up until they can speak. For some of you, that is your talent and that is what you are meant to be doing. For others of you, it's actually being mothers, or being a grandmother figure, or a grandmother, actual grandmother. So if you are a grandmother and you're not close to your grandchildren right now, this could be a sign for you to spend more time with your grandchildren. All right. One more, please. What are you meant to be doing with your life right now or in general. For some of you, if you're a masculine and you're very masculine, you are meant to be getting organized to be with the mother of your children, someone who may be an energetic match for you, finding a wife and having a child possibly, or taking care of your wife and child, your mother, your grandmother, spending more time around your wife and child or grandmother or mother. Okay. Sacrifice. There are those worth making, and there are those that will destroy you. So it's learning to discern. It's time to make certain sacrifices here, I feel, to make space for other people in your life, or to give of yourself to see something grow. And knowing the difference of what sacrifices are worth making and those that will destroy you. So, and that you need to rely on the use of your intuition for this and how it makes you feel, right? It's that simple. Before your thoughts seep in and your fears seep in, what is the first feeling? What is the first energetic pulse you get from a certain person, a certain circumstance, a certain situation, either in the present or in the perceived future? And ask yourself, is this a sacrifice that will destroy me, or is this a sacrifice that is worth making? Is it about nurturing another life and seeing it grow? Is it about taking care of others, nurturing others? Is it about connecting to the feminine, whether within yourself, with a child, or with the mother of your children, with your own mother possibly, or grandmother? Probably your mother or your grandmother hold the key and know what you should be doing with your life right now, and you need to have a conversation with them. Maybe they hold the key to knowing and talking to you about what sacrifices are worth making and what sacrifices will end up destroying you. Okay. What should you be doing with your life right now and in general? What should you be doing with your life right now and in general? What should you be doing with your life right now and in general? What should you... Body work. Okay, so for some of you, it's being a tattoo artist. For others of you, it's anything involving the body. So this could be personal trainer, this could be physiotherapist, this could be osteopathy, this could be yoga, this could be some form of exercise, this could even be medicine, doctor. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, possibly energy healing, maybe physical therapy or exercise training. Okay, these are in terms of career paths. And this would require a lot of discipline, right? All the things I've mentioned. And nonverbal communication, knowing the cues. Sometimes your patients or your clients don't know what's wrong with them, and you need to go by nonverbal cues. You need to be able to look at their body and see something about their posture, or something about their skin, or their eyes, their hair. Is their hair brittle? Is their hair looking shiny and healthy? Are their eyes sunken in? Are their eyes dry? Are their eyes hydrated? Is the skin glowing? Is the skin more on the mattified side, right? It's reading the cues. And also, if you know someone and you're following someone, or you know someone and you see that they've changed in some way, it's being able to analyze why and what's going on. So it could be that what you're meant to be doing with your life is in some way connected to the physical body, and the nonverbal cues, the posture, texture, shine or the lack thereof, right? Facial expressions, sounds, etc., etc., etc. Okay, it could be about reading into these things, understanding the connection between psychology, a mental state, and a physical state, connecting the two possibly for yourself, for others. What are you meant to be doing with your life, and why? What are you meant to be doing with your life right now and in general, and why? What are you meant to be doing with your life? Hugging, being there physically. It's not so much about talking. It's about being, listening, observing, and minimal talking. Complexity, quincunx. Finding the missing puzzle piece in the silence, in the nonverbal cues, reading between the lines, subtext. You know, if you're an actor and you've read scripts and you have to find a subtext, you have to find a motivation behind words, you have to find a reason behind words, as a reason behind symptoms, maybe a psychological or mental reason behind symptoms. So psychology here could be involved as well. Finding the reasons to stress-related illness that could have a psychological or lack of a hormone or something here. It's finding the missing puzzle piece, dealing with very complex body situations, body states, or psychological states that would lead to complications within the body, or somehow unlocking the body and unblocking the body in some way, shape, or form through physical therapy, exercise training, energy healing, or massage therapy, that would then lead to psychological and mental and emotional release and alignment. Okay, so it could be one way or the other, but it's like you could have a knack for understanding within the complexity, because you do connect all these dots within the complexity of finding exactly how to transform, how to adjust, how to make the little changes or the bigger changes needed that to other people would seem contradictory, complicated. You somehow have a knack to finding a way to connecting dots that other people would not be able to. So even if you're a doctor, you would be excellent at this. Or even if you're not a doctor, you could be someone who does work with doctors or works with people, pre-doctors. Like sometimes people don't know where to go. Like they don't know what doctor to see, where they should start. Should they start with a hormone therapist? Should they start, like sometimes even a general practitioner? If you don't have intuition, if you don't have good telepathy, good reading of nonverbal cues, if you don't have empathy, if you don't have something beyond what you studied, then you're lacking in being able to set a direction for someone. Like there are basic functions that certain general practitioners, they fail to see, such as something as simple as bowels and the bowel movements and if they're working or not, because that could lead to some very complicated, life-threatening conditions, right? And it's something as simple as that. And sometimes because people don't read the nonverbal cues, are unable to see. So what should you be doing with your life, and why? What should you be doing with your life, and why? What should you be doing with your life? Ooh, and why? Sorry. What should you be doing with your life, and why? Whew, I feel you guys need to take deep breaths. I'm feeling a lot of stress and overwhelm. So take deep breaths. Maybe teach other people how to breathe through life's issues and complications and complexities. What should you be doing with your life? Finding the mysteries, connecting the dots between the divine and the body, connecting people with their spiritual side and with their body, or with their body, being an advocate for some kind of compassion that you are meant to put into action, or putting other people's compassion into action, even if it's compassion with the self. Helping people advocate for themselves, learning about themselves, advocating for people who cannot speak up for themselves because they don't know how, advocating for people's bodies and for people's health, advocating for people in complex situations, helping them work through it, nurturing them through it, being the mother or the grandmother someone did not have, or being a parental figure in some way, or substituting that person that people should have had in their lives and they didn't have. What should you be doing with your life, and why? What should you be doing with your life, and why? What should you be doing with your life, and why? I feel for a lot of you, it's bringing people back to themselves and in harmony with themselves, body, mind, and soul, and in a way that could bring them closer to someone who is good for them, an energetic match for them. So ultimately priming people to be able to come together with other people that are right for them, whether directly or indirectly. What are you meant to be doing with your life? And if it's right now, and if it's for you, you should be right now, you should be seeking massage therapy or energy healing or physical therapy or exercise training right now for yourself, and being very disciplined with that, okay? If you feel like you haven't been sacrificing in that way your time toward exercise training, physical therapy, massage therapy, or energy healing, it's time to start doing it, okay? Because you will find the missing puzzle piece to a complex situation. If you decide to do that, you will solve the mystery. And it's time to advocate for your own body. Especially if you were a mother recently. I just heard that, okay? Especially if you just gave birth recently. Queen of Michael. Yeah, you are someone. You're most likely, you have a strong air in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. It could be that you're a really good communicator. You have a keen perception. You're very insightful. You're brilliant. Most likely you rely on reason, and you're really good at seeing something by exclusion, excluding to see the truth. Like, okay, it's not this, it's not that, it's not that, it must be this, and you're left with something. Because you know exactly what to do, you know exactly what to advise, you know exactly what dots to connect when it comes to people's bodies, your own body, when it comes to advising people on how to go about taking care of their bodies, or who to seek, or where to start. Seeing through the complexity of that, because you could be on the more mature side, you do have the benefit of experiences, even if you are quite young, you are an old soul, or you've had that many experiences that have matured you faster than most. And so what should you be doing with your life right now? And it's saying a time for your career rather than your relationships, okay? So those were your messages today, guys. It was a pleasure to read for you. I hope this reading brought you the clarity that you seek. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. If this resonated with you, let me know how in the comment section. If not, go ahead and choose another option. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. It was a pleasure to read for everyone today. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Welcome everyone who chose Lepidolite. This is going to be your reading about what you should be doing with your life right now in general, or just right now. The number 32 could be relevant, as well as the number 5. So the first thing I'm getting with the number 5 is change, okay? There's something that needs to change, or there's something that you should be doing with your life that involves change. For some of you, it's politics. For some of you, it's communication. For some of you, it's teaching. Okay, that's what I'm getting very strongly here. Could be communicating. But right now, in your day-to-day, I would say simplify. In your daily life, what you should be doing with your life, like right now, is simplify, making your life simpler. So if you're making things more complicated than they need to be, if you're adding too many things to your house, it's time to start it's something about being minimalist with the things you think about, the things you dedicate to your life to. The way you make thoughts more complicated, like overanalyzing or adding too much to an already full plate, that kind of thing. Managing what you already have before taking on more, getting rid of things that are probably not yours to manage, organizing, taking it one task at a time. There may need to be some changes in these areas. And it's so interesting because option 1 got a lot about this as well in the first card, which is very interesting. So I don't know if you felt connected to both options. There could be messages in both for you guys, if you did feel connected to option 1 as well. But right now, you're being invited to slow down. And it's interesting because in this entire reading, and if you know me and if you know my readings here on the channel, my energy is not always the same. And my energy today is very slow so far. But for some reason in option 2, I'm having more trouble breathing as I'm speaking. So I don't know if you're short of breath or out of breath a lot. Because I feel like I'm running a marathon here and I'm not even moving. So you really need to slow down and do things at a slower pace, if anything, right now, because you could be feeling very lost or overwhelmed due to the fact that you are doing far too many different things, turning your attention and your energy into many things, and it may be distracting you from something you need to focus on right now. Okay? There's something about taking a task one at a time and doing something from beginning to end that will be a lot more satisfying than whatever you've been doing. And spreading yourself thin and not really getting far anywhere with anything because of how much you're doing in so many areas and being pulled in so many different directions. So yeah, so that's the first thing. We're looking for messages here for like something you can tackle right now and something like in general in your life, what you should be doing with your life in general. Okay, so what should you be doing with your life right now and in general? Because what we're doing right now is also aiding us into what we should be doing in general. So that's why I find it important to tackle both in this reading. All right, what should you be doing with your life? Beauty, grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit, and the number 1. So with the number 1, I have to say starting something new or changing the way you're taking care of yourself. Looking at yourself, taking care of yourself physically. It could be what you're wearing, how you're taking care of your hair, of your skin. Are you wearing the right makeup? Should you even be wearing makeup? Are you taking care of yourself from the inside out? Are you working with integrity when it comes to form and spirit? So meaning, are your actions aligning with your core values? Is the beauty that you're trying to portray aligned with the beauty of your soul? Is beauty coming from the soul? What changes do you need to make so that you can glow from the inside out, so you can heal from the inside out? Are you aligned with your integrity of soul and spirit and core values when it comes to your behaviors, right? Are you showing yourself grace? Are you showing other grace? Other people grace? Are you moving through life gracefully, right? Is there a more graceful way of taking care of yourself and dealing with others and dealing with situations in life in general and with what life throws you? Are you pouring love into yourself and the situations and people you encounter? Because that's where true beauty lies, is with aligning with your integrity and your values. True beauty lies with grace and being graceful, with pouring love into every situation, every relationship, and to yourself, okay? So ask yourself these questions. Are there any changes here that I need to make so I can align with these values, so that I could attract more beauty into my life, so that I could live more beautifully and be surrounded by more beauty? It has to start with me, my thoughts, my own alignment, my behaviors, the people I choose to surround myself with, the places I choose to be and go, the things I'm choosing to accept, right? Is there something that I should start here? Is there a new path for me? Is there a new way of doing things? Is there a new way of behaving? Is there a new set of methods I should apply to my beauty routine? Is my beauty routine working? Are the things that I'm doing working? Is my behavior working? Am I acting beautifully in order to attract a beautiful life? What changes need to be made right now? What should you be doing with your life? What should you be doing with your life in general probably something to do with beauty, makeup, okay, hair, skin, dermatology could be anything that affects people's beauty directly or indirectly, whatever is considered beauty, because beauty standards and beauty can mean different things to different people. So what is beauty to you? What do you see as beauty that would be aligning with who you truly are at your core, and how could you be helping other people who want to achieve this? So beauty could be skin, could be hair, could be something about the face, beauty techniques, or it could be something about teaching women to move gracefully, or men even. Something about being lovely. So it could be about posture. It could be about moving the body movements that would be feminine or graceful. Something that would be a technique to improve the beauty of the hair, the skin, the face, the soul even, okay? What should you be doing with your life? Reflections, what you see in the mirror. I'm seeing water here, and the number 16 and the number 7 could be relevant. What you contemplate can actualize. So it's something to do about whatever you're thinking, you're making a reality. Whatever you're thinking is becoming your life. Whatever you can think, you can make happen, especially in terms of beauty and living a beautiful life. For some of you, it's sculpting, okay, being a sculptor in some way, shape, or form. For some of you, it's something to do with sculpting faces or the body. It could be something about helping other people embrace and love their own reflection with grace and giving themselves grace, or helping other people actualize and fulfill what they contemplate, manifest the beauty, the beautiful life, the form, and the soul that they want to manifest. What you should be doing with your life right now is understanding that what you can think about, you can make happen. So you have a powerful ability to manifest. And you should be using it right now. Okay. For some of you, you should be working with other women or with women. Something about nurturing your friendships right now, knowing who your allies are, who is compatible with you, who is not, who is loyal, who is not, what brings you joy, what does not, where you find delight in life and when you don't, and following that current a little bit and honoring yourself in that way by not expending your energy on things that bring you down, or people who are not true friends, or people who are not your allies, people who are not loyal. And right now, the changes you may need to make could be in terms of your friendships, and the things you're doing that may or may not be bringing you joy, or the things you're thinking or saying that may or may not be bringing you joy. What you need to do to find those compatible souls, to move away from those souls that are not so compatible. What energy adjustment do you need to make in your own energy field? How do you need to cleanse your aura? How do you need to cleanse your health? What adjustments do you need to make right now to empower you, to make you more confident? Is it physical exercise? Is it sleeping more? Is it surrounding yourself with better people for yourself? Is it spending time with people with whom you're compatible with? Is it doing things that bring you joy? Is it reading something, watching a movie that brings you joy? Is it speaking to someone who brings you joy? What adjustments do you need to make? Is it the food you're eating? Is it the things you're thinking? Is it the things you're saying? Because our words are spells. Whatever we say becomes the reality. Whatever kind of things we say, we bring back to ourselves. Whatever we eat works through our body either to heal it and nourish it or to destroy it, right? So what adjustments do you need to make to your energy field, to how you feel, to how you think, to how you behave, to what you ingest, to how you act, to what you do with your time, right? The number 6 could be relevant because right now there seems to be a need for an energy adjustment in your energy field. For some of you, what you're meant to be doing in general is helping people cleanse their aura, helping people with making their own energy field adjustments with their health, very possibly, okay? What are you meant to be doing with your life right now and in general? What are you meant to be doing with your life right now and in general, please? What are you meant to be doing with your life right now and in general? Whoops, too many. What are you? Freedom and books. All right. So for some of you, it's writing a book or reading a book. For some of you, writing a book would bring you freedom. For some of you, reading a book will bring you freedom. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books in some way, shape, or form. And then we have, you're free to do what you choose. So once you make this energy field adjustment, once you work on aligning with your core values, once you make the necessary changes, once you align with the right people, the compatible souls, the true friends, the true allies, the loyal people, the things and the people that bring you joy and delight, once that happens is when you experience true freedom and the freedom to do what you choose. Now, reading, studying is involved here. So you may need to study to be free to choose what you want to do. Reading can bring you the freedom to choose what you want to do because first and foremost, it's going to inform you. Second of all, it's going to empower you. Third of all, it's going to help you make good decisions and freeing you to do what you want to do. Because ultimately, you do have the knowledge, so much so that you can use whatever knowledge you want to use, and you're free to be whoever you want to be, right? So the more you read, the more you study, the more you research, the more you make the necessary changes and adjustments, the more you align with your core values, the more you understand that you have a lot more power over your future and actualizing what you can contemplate, making happen what you can think. The more you surround yourself with the right people and the more you do and think and say the right things for yourself, the freer you will be to choose. It's the freedom of choice, right? What should you be doing right now? Reading and writing. Gathering information to be free one day. Studying so you can be free to choose one day and not be limited by not wanting to study or dig deeper or read or learn. The more you learn, the more options you have in your life. The more open you are to studying a more vast amount of subjects, the freer you will be to do what you choose. some of you have a really beautiful talent for writing, and you write beautifully, you write gracefully, it comes naturally to you. The way it flows, the form and the spirit of what you write is felt by others, brings freedom to other souls, helps other souls understand that they can make things happen for themselves. It could be that the things that you write bring together a sisterhood of people that become friends and allies and loyal to each other. Maybe you bring joy to a sisterhood through the things that you're writing. It could be that you're bringing an ability, helping other people make the changes and the adjustments to their energy field that they need to make. Whatever you're writing in your books, if you feel like you're meant to be a published author or a published musician, singer, whatever, then it could be that it's helping other people feel stronger and more confident and healthier and living more beautiful, graceful lives. It could be that your words bring people grace. It's something about your words that are lovely, something about your presence that's beautiful paired up with your words that reflects to others what they can be if they stick to the sisterhood, if they stick to those ideals, if they find the joy in those words, if you bring them delight through your words, through the things that you write. What are you meant to do with your life right now or in general? Ooh. What are you meant to do with your life right now or in general? So work, daily work, putting in the daily work, whether it's writing a little bit every day, reflecting a little bit every day, manifesting a little bit every day, working on your beauty rituals and routines every day, something about communication, definitely your craft, your work, working on your well-being, working in general, applying your skills, getting new skills, learning new things, learning how to write, learning how to play an instrument, learning how to communicate, learning how to manifest, learning how to be healthier, learning how to purify, organize, how you can contribute to the world, being of service to others with your words, with your reflections, with your grace, integrity, beauty of form and spirit, with your presenting your beauty to the world and being an example of how other people can be beautiful by being a true friend and working at friendship, working at loyalty, working at doing things that bring you and other people joy and delight, working on things that bring you joy and delight, choosing a job that brings you joy, doing your job with joy every single day, and dedicating yourself to your craft. Whatever your craft is, whether it's writing, singing, playing an instrument, healing, beauty methods, apothecary, natural healing, being a nurse, whatever it is, whatever it is that your craft is really going at it every single day, working on your craft. That would bring you a lot of fulfillment. Maybe for some of you, it's even developing a method. Okay, maybe you're meant to develop a method that would inspire other people. Feminine beauty. Something about the moon cycles and feminine beauty, feminine energy field adjustment, a sisterhood. Something about helping women. Or maybe your work and being of service to other women in some way. Being a girl's girl for some of you, or writing about that. Bringing people together with your voice, possibly, because I'm seeing water there. So for some of you, it could be singing. It could be something connected to emotions, healing of the emotions through words, possibly. For others of you, you're meant to be energy healers, healing with your hands. Samaritan, being there for others who are struggling with things that you've struggled with before, teaching other people your craft, teaching other people skills, help those you would prefer to ignore sometimes, and those are the ones who need your help the most, and that's what you should be doing. Helping people become their highest version. Being that person for others that you didn't have when you were growing up. Being a good person to other, being of service to other, being a good Samaritan. Being a good sister, being good to your sisters. Now that could be literal sisters, metaphorical sisters. Helping a sister out, but not by giving a sister things, but by showing a sister a book, or giving a sister your book, or writing a book so sisters can read your book. Your sisters, literal or metaphorical. Or your songs, or whatever you're doing for work. Even if it's helping people by nursing them to health, right? With special teas, special foods, the right foods that have the right vitamins, the right amino acids, the right electrolytes, the right what's the name of it? Enzymes, right? There's so much that goes into it. People think they should take their vitamins, right? But they forget their electrolytes, amino acids, their enzymes, coenzymes. There's a bunch of things that together with other things balance us out, right? What should you be doing with your life right now and in general? What should you... Okay, right. Solutions to emotional fulfillment. Solutions to happiness, solutions to success that comes from objective compromise. Something about self-control and patience, something about transmuting negative into positive, something about alchemizing, being an alchemist, teaching others to alchemize, alchemizing for others, alchemizing for yourself and being an example for others, being patient, learning about divine timing, teaching or learning about patience and divine timing, knowing when it's time to heal and when it's time to take action and when it's time to wait and why. Healing can lead to joy and emotional fulfillment. Healing within the self can lead to better relationships, leading others to their ultimate emotional fulfillment. Finding the solutions within yourself and in your own life that would lead you to a blissful, love-filled life, right? With harmonious relationships with family members. For some of you, you're meant to help others form harmonious relationships with their family members and alchemize. I'm seeing constellations, family constellations. I'm seeing psychology. I'm seeing therapy. I'm seeing mediator, family therapy, relationship therapy. Could be things that you would probably be good at. But it all starts with finding your own happiness within, by finding your happiness with the people that are available to you, that do bring you joy, that are true allies and friends and loyal. that are a delight to be around, that uplift you, that help you transmute that negative into positive, and being that person for a sisterhood and for other people, right? Being someone who helps lead others toward their own emotional fulfillment as well, by assisting in their own energy field adjustment. So that was your reading today, guys. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. I hope this reading brought you the clarity that you seek. If this resonated with you, I'd love to know how in the comments. If not, choose another option. It was a pleasure to read for everyone. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. It was a pleasure. Have a beautiful day. See you in the next one. Bye for now. All right, welcome everyone who chose Kyanite and the number 28. So first of all, I am feeling like I'm reading for a group of one of two people. You're either filled with power and energy right now. All of you are very powerful individuals. Now, the only difference here could be whether some of you are feeling full of energy or others of you are like, no way, I'm depleted. And let me tell you, you're about to feel a surge of energy, because the energy is very different from pile 1 and option 2. Here, I'm already feeling pumped up, ready to go, full of energy, and I was not feeling this in options 1 and 2. Whew, okay, take a deep breath. And exhale. You're going to need to breathe because life is about to pick up pace. You are very, very powerful individuals. You have a powerful mind. You're claircognizant. You are intuitive. You're all-knowing. Well, probably not all-knowing, but you're very, very perceptive, smart, intelligent. You do know how to connect the dots properly. You have a very astute, keen, sharp mind. You see things clearly. You analyze things really, really well. Most likely you have strong air in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius watching this. Archangel Michael could be significant to a lot of you. There's something about seeing right through a situation, getting straight to the point, no BS, no wasting anyone's time. Something about swiftness, a powerful mind, logic, getting right to the point, and having the energy to communicate, to do what you need to do. Okay? Wow. Kyanite. So, Kyanite is also about resolving disputes. So maybe what you're meant to be doing right now in your life is resolving a dispute, or in general, you could be meant to be a mediator or help people see clearly through your communication, or solve something complicated like a dispute with someone else. Maybe you're meant to be a diplomat or apply diplomacy, or maybe be a lawyer or a judge. It could be that you're meant to just be a very powerful communicator through your voice, your words, your speech, or it could be written word, it could be verbally, vocally. You're meant to restore harmony wherever you go, to mend fences with someone in your life right now, or help other people mend fences and build bridges. Build bridges of understanding within the self or with others. Building a bridge between concepts within the mind, conciliating and reconciling with the self and oneself, or reconciling and conciliating with others, and building bridges rather than tearing them down, or mending bridges, or rebuilding trust and loyalty and strong relationships. So it could be that you're meant to do something to do with family therapy, relationship therapy, couples therapy, something to do with the law, the justice system, lawyer, judge, I've said it, mediator, or to just be a powerful communicator using, it could be a teacher as well. It could be that you're meant to teach or speak or sing, use your voice in some way, or your words that come from your own brain. So you're meant to either write lyrics or a book, or publish your thoughts through a book or a blog or YouTube. That's you can publish on YouTube, on other platforms as well. But it's basically to help people resolve disputes, reconcile within themselves and others, restore harmony, see clearly, see through the fog, okay? Straight to the point, and solve problems. Fixing sour notes that may have appeared in people's lives. Healing rifts for the good of all, either within ourselves or with others. Writing a chorus that is uplifting. So for some of you, you're thinking about writing songs and choruses that will be very uplifting. So if you do write songs, your choruses will be very uplifting. So you would be the kind of singer, artist that would make people jump for joy in a concert, or just feel very good about what they're about to do, or very good about their day, or if they're feeling down, they all of a sudden feel balanced and harmonious and good to go. And it's like you empower people with your words, whether it's written, spoken, sung, right? It just really does that for people. And it could something to do with your voice that is very unique, that either holds a frequency that's very harmonizing and calming, or is just something very unique about your voice that people feel drawn to because it brings them a sense of peace, clarity, and harmony in their lives. Ooh, wow. All right. Your voice could be very airy, very filled with air, like an airy voice, like the kind of voice that if you're singing or speaking into a microphone, the air follows before and after. There's a lot of breathing in between the singing or the speaking, or it's very breathy, a very breathy voice. Very beautiful, unique. It's like your voice either puts people to sleep or makes people feel good. It balances out whatever is imbalanced. If you're meant to use your voice in that way. What are you meant to be doing with your life right now and in general? So fertility, for some of you, it's creating something or doing something creative. Could be creating life, like as in human life, or creating something that with the number 8 there is long-lasting, powerful, creative, and it brings you stability, brings other people stability. It's powerful creative energy that you have and you hold. There's a lot of potential that is brewing for things that you're meant to be creating with your voice, with your words, with your thoughts right now. Or helping others create life, or helping others create things in a way that's sustainable, prosperous, long-lasting, healthy, sturdy. Helping others see their potential. Showing others their potential to create. But you have very powerful creative energy with your thoughts and your words and your voice. For some of you, you're meant to work in the fertility part of medicine, helping other people bring life to the world. For others of you, you're meant to be involved in initiating creative projects that are powerful and go the distance, because you have a powerful voice, you have powerful things to say. And right now, the energy is very fertile for you to create things, to use your voice, to spread the word, to affect a lot of people. And this could bring you a lot of prosperity. Using your creative energy and talents would bring you a lot of prosperity and stability to your life right now. So it would be wise for you to apply some of your time. It's like an investment, like you would invest in something, an asset or a stock or coins or whatever. Investing in your talent and developing your talent a little bit every day would be a very wise investment in a creative project right now. You're really being called to do that. And there's a strong reason why. It's because that is the source of your power, your prosperity. It's the contribution to the world. Farewell to the moon. Farewell to being hidden. It's time to show yourself. It's time to shine. It's time to share what you've been working on. The number 17, 1 plus 7, again, we have another 8. That would lead to prosperity. Farewell to hiding behind. It's time to shine. Farewell to the shadows. You've done the shadow work. You've grown. You've matured. You know who you are. You know what your talents are. You know exactly what you're meant to develop. And it could be something to do with emotions and communication. Something you feel connected to creatively that really brings out your emotions. Sacrifices. You've been sacrificing yourself for too long, and you need to sacrifice some of your time right now to work on this creative energy and initiate a creative project. Freedom. This is going to bring you independence, but you have to apply self-determination to achieve this freedom. You're meant to be independent right now. You're meant to work independently. You're meant to free yourself from the shadows, free yourself from your fears, free yourself from hiding, from that self-imprisonment. And there's a determination that I feel that is growing in you. And you're feeling inspired, lit, and fired up to start something new very, very soon. Expressing your words will be very freeing and freeing to others. Freeing yourself from mental slavery, freeing yourself from the fears that have become, if you become a slave to your fears. Freeing yourself from overthinking. There could be a connection to option 2. What are you meant to be doing with your life? What are you meant to be? I'm not taking the ones that are falling to the floor. Water, flight, and dreams. There's something you've been dreaming about doing. Maybe you've been getting messages in your dreams, or maybe something about working in interpreting dreams or something. Water, flight. Burdens are cast away. Weightlessness. Feeling weightless. Freeing yourself from heavy emotions, from heaviness. Heaviness lifts. I'm feeling lifting something heavy. So it could be that you're meant to be doing weightlifting right now. That would be beneficial to you. And while you did that, the weight would lift from your shoulders. So your body wouldn't feel so heavy if you start lifting heavy weights, or weights in general that are heavier than just your own body weight. There's something about the voice and emotions here, okay? Following your dreams, making the necessary changes to follow your dreams right now. Something you've been dreaming about for a very long time, but you've been afraid to do, or you've been hiding behind the shadows, or you've been keeping yourself in the shadows. And it's time to free that creative energy right now by initiating something, by taking that first step toward your dreams, by lifting that heaviness that's been keeping you from doing this. It's freely expressing your emotions right now. Because there are a lot of them, even if it helps to write about your fears and your emotions and your feelings. It could be connected to whatever this creative energy is. freeing your voice, freeing your thoughts from your mind through your voice, through your words, through your singing, through your writing, through your teachings. Using your voice with emotion. Builder. So for some of you, it's literally building your muscles, bodybuilding, or building something. Maybe you're meant to build something with your hands, like physically building something, or building a career, or building a sense of accomplishment, building toward your dreams, making the building of your dreams, building the career, building a strategy, having a vision and building toward that vision slowly but surely, small steps at a time, taking those practical steps. Where is the foundation? What needs to happen for you to set a foundation? Because there's something before the foundation that needs to be done, right? When there's a house, you need to dig up the space for the foundation. That's how you start the very foundation, is by making a space for the foundation so that you can build a proper, sturdy, long-lasting foundation. For some of you, it's starting therapy. For others of you, it's moving away from therapy. Leo, the lover, doing something you love, expressing yourself externally, showing your talents. You could have a creative talent or energy for something to do with children, or being on a stage, or performing. It could be something to do with business. Something that you're proud about, or something you definitely love. It could be something playful, definitely creative. It's all about creative expression right now, expressing yourself creatively through your voice, through your words, through something you build with your hands. Whatever your form of creative expression is, whether it's performing, working with children, or even in business, okay? It's something you should really be working toward right now. For some of you, it's having children, like actually creating children, raising children, making babies, okay? It's whatever you feel you would love doing or creating right now, whether it's life, a project, a book, a song, a business idea, working with children, building something. Don Juan. You have some positive, seductive qualities here, okay? Someone's name could be Juan. Someone's name could be Juanita, Joanne, Joanna, Dawn. There's something very seductive, and I'm seeing dancing and musical notes. For some of you, it's dancing and music. The way you dance, or the way you sing, or the way you express your words in music could be very, very seductive. Could be something for lovers, or writing about a lover, or writing about love, or writing about your dreams. Could be dancing. There's something very seductive about your energy that draws people in. It's mysterious, it's free, it's dreamlike. It lifts the weight and the heaviness and the burdens. There's a weightlessness to your creative talent, to your creative energy, when others come across it, that it really draws people in. What should you be doing with your life right now and in general, and why? Could be bringing people together with your voice, singing about love, writing about love, helping people in relationships, helping people dedicate each other to creating something beautiful together, bringing kindred spirits together, being in a loving relationship right now and working on that, doing something you love with someone else who also loves doing that, for example. Working on fostering a healthy relationship. Being in a loving relationship, being a lover. Focusing on love and the things you love to do. Three of Michael, releasing the past, freeing yourself from the pain, freeing yourself from feeling connected to a time where you were betrayed or put in a third-party situation or hurt by betrayal in some way, and seeing the lesson and how you can grow from that situation. And it's finally time to heal the wound. I feel finding a creative outlet to express your wounds and to find healing and to heal through that. That will help you release the past and the pain of the past. No longer identifying as a victim to whatever brought you the pain and however you felt in that moment. Releasing it through your voice, through writing, and finding a solution and bringing yourself a solution to move forward, and focusing on the future and making plans for the future. Making some bold and ambitious choices for your creative energy and your creative talents and your projects. Making progress with creative projects and those important relationships with the people who do share your vision, who do give you the energy back, who do love you back. And lifting the weight of anything that brings you pain and moving away from that. No longer identifying as a victim, but as someone who takes control over your life with power and with energy, and developing creative projects and creating something into this world. Moving away from negative thinking, diving into fears, diving into negative emotions, freeing yourself, making yourself independent from your fear. Through the use of self-determination and making the decision to follow your dreams, making the decision that right now you're going to foster healthy relationships, you're going to focus on those relationships that are worth it, that bring you joy, by doing the things you love, by following those creative pursuits that you've been putting behind you, that you've been stopping yourself from doing. And that's when you're going to start enjoying life and loving life, and that's when you're going to start attracting in the right relationships, the right circumstances, the right experiences for yourself, and making a detailed plan and a strategy of how you want to move into the future. And that was your reading, guys. I hope this brought you the clarity that you seek. If this resonated with you, I'd love to know how in the comment section. If not, you can go ahead and choose another option. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. It helps the channel. It helps me bring you more. Have a beautiful day. See you in another one. Bye for now.